Okei, tervetuloa Lehdistötilaisuuteen Korisliiga-ottelu Korihait Kouvot jälkeen. Welcome to the press after Korisliiga game Korihait Kouvot. Korihait took home win 88-76 and we're having press after that. And we're gonna start with players. First, Kouvot. Henry Boyd, your comments about the game.
The game, at first the opponent made very easy, very hard shots, and after that they had a momentum. So it took us a while to come back in the game. I think we had chance, but we couldn't just make shots. Basketball is who will have more points wins the game. So.
Yeah, I was thinking the start of the game with Korihait, they were really tough, but you fight your back.
Yeah, we came back. We tried our best. We played good defense. We came back, but we just couldn't continue the momentum. So.
Okay, what about your own game? Comments about that?
Should be more aggressive. I think I didn't brought the energy that I should have the team, wanted to do, and I think could make easy shots too.
Okay, is there any questions? Okay, thank you, Henry. You can wait a little. Yeah. Okay, thanks a lot. And we continue with home team. Travis, your comments about the game. You came really tough, and you personally made 2 shots in the beginning of the game. Your comments about the game.
Yeah, I think we got off to a really good start as a team, especially. We were making a lot of tough shots, but our main focus was really defense. If we were able to get stops, it could allow us to get out in transition and run and get us easier looks, and we were able to take advantage of those opportunities. And I think that just carried into the rest of the game. Having that lead, you never want to play with too much comfort when you have a big lead. And the other team did go on their run, but we were able to, kind of withstand it and just keep battling the entire game.
How you see the game like this? You were leading like 20 points after the first quarter. How you saw it as a player? A really tough team.
As a player, you're happy with the lead, but you also know that a good team is always going to make a run at some point. They're always going to battle back, especially a team that likes to play really fast. And coach did a good job telling us, don't focus on the score. Every quarter 0-0. Just keep playing hard, keep playing defense, and then we move from there.
Okay. Is there any question?
Yeah, there was a lot of crowd here 30 minutes before the match, and the atmosphere was quite tense before the match, and the celebrities and everything. Did it have any effect to the start?
We definitely understood that it was a special night tonight for sure. And once you have a crowd that supports you like this crowd does, once you have great fans like these fans, it makes it a lot easier to play. And like we came out, pretty hot, made a couple shots. That gets the crowd into it, and from there it's easy flow and you feel a lot comfortable, and that definitely helps a lot having a crowd behind you like that.
Any other?
No.
Okay, thank you, Travis.
Thank you.
Thank you. And we can now continue with head coach of Kouvot, Jyri Lehtonen. Your comments about the game.
Well, first of all, it was a nice happening what they did for Coach Valla. I coached here 3.5 years, and I heard all the stories, and I seen when we came from the relegation to 3 years being in the top 5. So I've seen this crowd go crazy, and I think we even had more people back then watching the game. So Uusi Kaupunki people, there's still 200 more seats. It's a good team. You should come and watch. About the game, we played for our first 4 defenses. We played perfect. We didn't make one mistake, and they scored 11 points. Sometimes basketball is like this. We did not make one mistake, and it's 11-0. And it's pretty normal. Then you go for a rotation, try to see. It's sometimes even taking the timeout in a situation like that. It's more like telling the guys that you're not doing anything wrong. Just keep doing whatever you're doing right now. But of course, at the same time, we were a little bit in a slump. scoring wise, and started mixing defenses and got back into the game. Got back in 8 points already in the first half. Got back in a 5-point game or 6-point game in the middle of the third. We made 3 stops, and then game just disappeared for a little while and went back to 20-point game, and still had a good chance to come back. We got stops, rebounds, and we penetrated too deep. We missed all our 3-point shots, and they deserved it. It's not like the team gave up. You know, they really tried to win the game all the way till the end, and we are in a tough schedule. We played now 2 road games, and for our schedule we have, if I remember right, we have 4 more road games and 2 home games. So it will be a total of 8 games, 6 on the road, 2 at home. And of course one of the home games is against Seagulls, which is not very easy. So I think at the moment we have the worst schedule in the league for sure. It's not easy to win in this league on the road, but we will bounce back. You know, we got a lot that we can take home from this game. There was a lot of good things, but the bad thing is, of course, when you try to score and try to come back in the game, you need to make a few layups, a few 3-point shots. It's much easier.
Yeah, that's right.
But they deserve it.
Okay, is there any questions? Okay, thank you, Jyri. We continue with Darko. Your comments about the game. Congratulations, first of all.
Thank you. First thing, like really a great evening and great event. Also, thanks for all the support from the fans, and they were loud today. Of course, it was for us, especially from the first quarter on, like a celebration. I mean, with all those, what Jyri says, like straight away, like 11 points, and then you feel the crowd like even more. Everybody's hyped up on the team. Fans are like hyped up and great like atmosphere. Other than that, Jyri said it, like we had like those shots that we made straight away, like early on in the game. That carried us, of course, like that hyped us up, carried us like over. We had some good like defensive stops, like some situations where we got them into those situations that we wanted them, and then we were able like to run. We knew before the game that this like running game is actually rather like their game than ours, but we were able to use it like through those couple of like defensive stops, and then like the whole momentum like was there. That second quarter, like they were able then to fight back. Mixing up like defenses, we were a little like sloppy. We had some turnovers. I don't know how many it was like exactly like in the second quarter, but we had like turnovers that were unnecessary. On the other end, a little became like, call it like lazy-ish defensively, where we were a little bit too far away like from the man. Then suddenly Mentinen makes like those 3-pointers, and they are like the game becomes much tougher than it should be. That's like exactly those periods that we have now to learn from. It's not that easy to sometimes like play like a game like that with a 20-point lead like after the first quarter. Second half we came out like again good, and then basically I would say nearly like the fourth quarter was kind of like a maintaining like situation, like try like to maintain like the win, like with the press again. They got us in a couple of bad situations. We also tossed there a couple of balls like away, then didn't like get like the same shots that we had like before, and then suddenly like we didn't make them, and we don't when you don't get like those shots over and over again. You have to, of course, like say Travis had very late like also open like 3-point shot, of course, like playing like 36 minutes. This was not the right game like to use like both big guys like at the same time, so there tactically we adjusted and had like only one foreman in Travis, like who was like out there like for very long, and then legs are tired, he doesn't make like an open shot, and became like a little bit like of a drag finish. But overall, what Bojan said in the interview before, and me as well, like overall 30 good minutes like from us, and then those 10 minutes is like what we have like to learn.
Okay, is there any question? I have one.
Kumpi Darko, last Friday the Finnish sport news is that Korisliiga's surprise team Korihait, and then the news came after that, but now 6 wins and 3 losses, and this is way more than we are used to here in Uusikaupunki. How do you feel about this? Is this a surprise for you?
No, we are not thinking about it. We are not. I mean personally, no, because like we are really like going like from game to game. We not even a single time talked about like who we are in the rankings. We are also not planning like to talk about it, to be honest. Like we're really like preparing like from game to game, and I see like this great group of guys like over there that are really like good like with each other, and the chemistry is really good. Like I know like our rotation is a little like shorter than maybe like other teams or maybe like all other teams. But I know like what kind of like guys I have, so surprised not, but also not like overwhelming feeling or something like that, like a loss. We handle the same way as a win. We go back like to work on Monday and have like to prepare like for the next game. It's really not thinking a lot about like what is like the score at this moment.
Well, thinking about a little bit future, next week, Saturday, pidettiin here, quite opposite like a Kouvot, which they're having really a lot of away games.
Yeah.
What about that, pidettiin and after that Seagulls?
Yeah. Every game by Seagulls, we don't, not even a single time did we mention. Like we're not thinking about that. Like now, like the next focus is like on Monday once we go like into practice. Okay, what are we waiting like from pidettiin? How can we like play them? Like we played them already at the tournament in Salo in the preseason. But this is a totally like different setting. First, like they changed players. Second, they will be more complete than they were like there like in Salo. And third thing, like that the Salo was like 2 games like right after each other. One Friday, one on Saturday. We played pidettiin on Saturday, so we cannot like read like too much. We take it like every other game. Go in like prepare for the whole week. Learn from our mistakes, prepare like for what the opponent will give us or what we have like to take away, and go for into another home.
Okay, thanks a lot, coaches.